we've seen an exponential uptick in the adoption of press technology, and there's some obvious reasons and maybe not so obvious reasons for that trend. Today, joining us will be Alec, product manager over Milwaukee Tools, Ron, a foreman, and Dennis, a crib manager from Haberberger Mechanical, who are going to shed some light on this change in the industry and talk about Milwaukee's newest solution that's going to keep that trend going. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us on.
No problem. Thank you.
Alec, this question is for you. Tell us a little bit more about why this trend towards press is taking place.
So with traditional methods of joining pipe, installers are having to have an open flame out on the job site. And anytime they do that, they have to take additional safety precautions. So for one, that means making sure that they've applied for those hot work permits, and then also making sure that they have an additional resource on site for fire watch.
Yeah, I agree with that. Safety is important for us, but the quality and reliability of each individual press is important too, in that sometimes we have to go back and redo our welds or our solder connections, where with the press, typically we don't have to do that. And it goes into places that we can't get other things. I don't have to shut a building down or drain a building because I've got a leak and I can't solder it because the torch won't take it. This, I can put it on there and press it with the water flowing and close the valve when I'm done.
And Ron, you've actually had a chance to use Milwaukee Press Tools for a few years before becoming a foreman. What do you have to say about it, and how does it stack up to some of the other press tools you may have used?
I've been using this system for about 6 or 7 years, and the inline style fits just about every place I need to be, and I've never had an issue getting into tight spaces with this device. So the time saving along with that is just phenomenal.
Alec, Ron just said the M18 press tool has been huge for him and his guys on the job, but you said we had something new to talk about. So what is that?
We're going to be rolling out the next generation of the M18 Force Logic press tool, and this time it's one key compatible. So that's really going to elevate the benefits that this tool is going to provide. A one key compatible tool is going to take quality assurance, your fleet management, and also your tracking and security to the next level. Press data is going to be recorded on the tool and sent wirelessly so that you can actually review it on a mobile device or a desktop. In the eyes of a contractor, so like Dennis or Ron, they're going to be able to generate customizable reports with that information and use it to assure inspectors and other stakeholders that their tools are operating properly at all times.
Ron, do you see the need for this kind of data transparency with inspectors or other key stakeholders?
In my view, it helps me be able to be ahead of a problem by going back and looking at the quality of the press every time. If I have one that doesn't make, it shows me that.
So Alec mentioned before that this also has fleet management and tool security. Dennis, I'm assuming that's pretty important to you as a crib manager, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. The beneficial thing to this tool would be the monitoring, summarizing of the tool's production. With the one key system that's built into it from here on out, it's going to help me on my end, as a tool crib manager, to keep track of my tools. Say I got 3 tools on one site, 2 are, you can look at it and see if they're being used, daily on a daily basis. Or, the third tool, maybe just be used 25% or once or twice a day. That way I can move that tool to make it more efficient on other job sites. The other thing is, with the geofence that's built into it, it can give me, capability of giving my general foremans access to getting into it and keeping track of the tools.
Yeah, the capability of this machine to be able to A, track it, and B, shut it down to where it is of no use to anyone else is important, because that should deter people from taking stuff that doesn't belong to them, costing us thousands of dollars on a job.
Alec, sounds like this new press tool packs a lot of new innovations.
Yeah, we're very excited to get this tool out into the field and into the hands of the contractors so they can enjoy those added benefits of not only the reporting, but also the tracking and security.